Hello everyone, this is Arti and I'm back with another video. Today we are going to see Visa Fridays update. And this time it is most expected because many applicants are looking for update from the consulate in various categories. And Visa Fridays is one means that we can get an update from the consulate in terms of slots availability and operation status. And when it comes to the update, there were a lot of questions raised on different visa categories as like every other Visa Fridays. And so we are going to see what are the updates that we have got through this Visa Fridays on B1, B2, H1B, H4, L visa and F1, F2 and other visa categories along with immigrant visa as well. So let's get into the video for more updates. First, let's see the update on the popular visa category, which is a work visa category. Be it like H1B or H4 or L visa category, there were many questions raised mainly on when the slots will be open for June, July, August. And the consulate have replied in a usual manner, like the slots will be opened whenever the conditions allow. And even if they are going to open the slots, as it is very popular visa category, the slots are getting filled up very quickly. So please continue checking is what they have told. But looks like they are not going to update us when the slots will be opened or when they are opening the slots. Obviously, they will not inform us. So if you are one among the applicants who are looking for the slots in these months like June, July or August, continue checking. Along with the reply given by the consulate, I would like to add few more points shared by our viewers and couple of my friends. They were able to see few slots open for the month of August and July, but still they were not able to book the slot. When clicked on to the slots, they were not able to go to the next page itself. So looks like the slots are getting opened slowly and they are not going to open in bulk as like they did in the early of December. Okay, so if you are looking to book for a slot, then continue checking, and the slots are opened in random dates and in different consulates. They are not sticking on to all the consulate at the same time. Looks like it differs as like every other time. So continue checking so that you'll be able to get a slot very soon, because nowadays it is not really tough as like last year, but still the demand is there. That is what you can keep it in mind. The next question on the same work visa category is, recently many people are facing the same issue, I think, which means that they are getting errors or the account gets locked for 72 hours. So when this question has been raised or even the concern has been raised to the consulate, for this the consulate have answered that there is a restriction in the number of times an applicant can view the calendar page within 24 hours. And if the applicant is going to reach the maximum limit, of course he will get a notification. But if in case you are ignoring the notification and still continue to look for the slot, then probably the applicant's account might get frozen or locked for 72 hours. And the account gets unlocked after 72 hours randomly by the system itself. But if in case there might be some scenarios wherein you are in an emergency situation and your account gets locked, so what next? Is nothing but you can reach out to the customer service desk and you can explain your scenario and you might get the solution, or they might unlock your account immediately. And you can also mail to supportindia@ustraveldocs.com. This point is very important because right now we can see many new applicants who are looking for slots and their account gets locked and they are getting scared or panicked just because they are thinking that they cannot book the slots hereafter itself. So even our viewers have raising this concern or this questions why it is getting locked. I think this answer would help you to understand why it is getting locked. So there is a limit. Make sure if you are looking for slot, you have a gap between checking for the slot, which means if you are checking for a slot at this time, then leave a gap for at least 2 to 3 hours and then again look for slot. So by doing this, you are not continuously checking and you are into the limit of what the consulate have already set up. The next visa category is B1, B2. I think most of you might be aware that right now Dropbox B1, B2 slots are already open and the slots are available now and then. And this Dropbox eligibility is only for those applicants who hold a visa already and the visa got expired and now waiting to renew the visa will be able to go for a Dropbox appointment and will be able to renew the visa. And of course, there are many people who have already traveled after getting the stamping done using Dropbox B1, B2. But what happens to fresh B1, B2 or new B1, B2 applicants? I think many are waiting for an update in this category only. And in fact, I would be glad to announce if there is any update on this. But the same question have been raised in every single Visa Fridays, and the consulate is continuously giving the same answer that right now they don't have any update on this, and in fact they are not able to speculate when they are ready to open the slots for B1 B2. Maybe we were expecting happy news this Visa Fridays because many good news flowing last week, like the international flights has been resumed and Indian tourist visa also has been restored. So we were expecting some update for fresh B1 B2 applicants as well. But this week we didn't get any update on this category. Along with the consulate update, I would like to add a few more points which has been shared by our viewers only. So, a few of our viewers were able to get the slots, or they were able to book the slots for fresh B1 B2. If you ask how they were able to book, when it is possible and all that, there is no particular timeline when the slots are opening and when the applicants are able to book. But if you ask me whether it is in the more numbers, no, it is opening in a very minimal number. And so if you are looking for slot, just continue checking, because when our viewers are able to get the slots, obviously when you are continuously checking, probably you will also be able to get a slot. But on an overall picture, the consulate didn't give any such information that they have already opened the slot. Maybe they are opening in very few numbers, and that is why they are not informing or they are not updating on the higher level. So even if they are opening on the large scale, I don't think they will inform us or update us. Just continue checking, be it any visa category. That is the only key. If you have some emergency reason and you wanted to travel immediately but you are not able to get an appointment and you cannot wait for a long time, then just raise an emergency request. If you have a valid reason, then justify the reason in such a way that the consulate is not going to deny your request. And if you have a document proof with you, please do attach that as well, which is going to make your case very strong to approve your emergency request. The next visa category is student visa. So many students have raised a question on they are not able to get a slots in recent days and they are getting errors, or sometimes their account gets frozen for 72 hours. So they are worried whether they will be able to join the class on the start date or it might delay. So for this question, the consulate have answered that there are a record number of students who have been interviewed in the last 1 year, since 2021 till 2022, and even during the winter season they have interviewed in a small number, and when comes to spring they are still interviewing a small number of students is what they have updated. And if you are a student looking for slot for fall semester, then they'll be able to open majority number of slots in the later part of the spring. So with this update we can understand that maybe there are not more number of slots, meaning they are not opening bulk slots for students, but still there are slots which is getting open now and then. So the only key point for the students to get a slot is check continuously, because they are opening a very minimal number of slots, and hopefully you will be able to get one. So if we compared last year, maybe last year was a pandemic, but still there were a lot of students who got interviewed for fall semester. But since December, it was not that easy for any student to get a slot. And even now, the situation is still the same. And so you continuously check the slot. And still, if you are in an emergency situation, which means you wanted to join the college, but still, if you feel that you will not be able to get a slot before your college start date, then try raising an emergency request and attach your I-20 along with the emergency request, so that your emergency request might get approved. But note a point that not all emergency requests are getting approved. So when you are sending a request, make sure to give as much justified reason as possible and attach your I-20 without fail. And hopefully all the students are able to get a slot and join the college on time. And for fall season, I think more numbers are expected, so you can wait and you'll be able to get a slot. So the next visa category is H4. So there is a H4 applicant who have raised a question like primary applicants I-797 is going to expire within next 4 months, and they are not very sure whether they'll be able to grab a slot within next 4 months. So what if it gets expired? Whether the applicant need to fill a new DS-160 again and need to pay fee again or not? And for this, the consulate have answered that the applicant need not pay the fee again, but after the expiry of I-797, the applicant have to fill a new DS-160, and while filling the DS-160, make sure to have a valid I-797 of the primary applicant who is the H-1B holder, and then you will continue with your stamping process, be it like a Dropbox or in-person interview. But you need not pay the fee again is the key point for this question. So these are the update we have for today, and with the answers shared by the consulate, we can understand that the consulate is still in limited operations only, and the new B1 B2 slots are not opened in large numbers, and we can expect June July slots to be opened very soon, meaning you can continuously check, and we have hardly 2 more months, so mostly they'll be able to open the slots for June, July and August in coming days. So with this update, please make sure to subscribe to this channel and stay tuned with the Purna Arti Vlog for more and more updates on embassy, immigration, travel and vlogs. Stay healthy, stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.